Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Random Rants with Random. I thought I'd do a video tonight about all the crappy welding that's on YouTube at the moment. These people that do the stop-start tack welding and all these techniques that are way overcomplicated, can be done so much quicker and easier, and they do dodgy welding. And I was in comments with a guy once that was doing the stop-start tack welding on the engine mounts on his car and all sorts of things on his old car he did up. And I tried to tell him that it was just a little spot weld of tack underneath each spot. Looked good on the top, but down in the proper weld face of penetration, it's a little tack weld with about 5mm of gap, then another little tack weld and 5mm of gap. So they're very weak. It is a technique to be done on thin material, but not to be done on cars. And for the most part, you don't have to do it unless you've got really thin material or dodgy weld prep. But anyway, I do feel I can comment. I'm a fully qualified boilermaker of 30 years, did my apprenticeship over 30 years ago. Here's a fork brace I made for Katie when I first bought her. A couple of bits of box section, bit bent stainless handle, bit of flat plate welded on top with an old thong and electrical tape that's still going strong after over 20 years. Bought her brand new in 2003. And the bottom is a bit of 3mm plate that I contoured and shaped to fit the front wheel of Katie perfectly. So, a little bit rough here and there, but it does the job. But yeah, some of these other people on YouTube are a bit dodgy. And they come up with all these ideas that are brand new, been around for 100 years, but then all of a sudden they make something and they're saying it's brand new. So I thought I'd do something tonight that I just invented that's never been seen before. So you'll have to bear with me. My illustrious YouTube career has afforded me a very expansive man cave, so bear with me while I go over to my workbench. So here we are, and what I want to show you is if you've got an old hammer lying around or swinging around sometimes, there's a way you can mark it without anyone ever stealing it. And engraving's okay, but you can grind engraving out, and sometimes you can get away and not even notice. So this new way I just invented that's never been seen before is you get a stainless steel rod and you turn the amps up a bit. And because you're welding in the middle and you do a very quick hot weld, get a nice penetration, it doesn't affect the temper of the hardened steel of the hammer at all, as long as you don't do it on the faces. Down here in the narrow part in the middle, doesn't affect the temper of the hammer at all. Another side note, never hit hammer faces together. You'll know what I mean if you've done it with vigor. So anyway, this is stainless steel. I've turned it up, 316. It's got to be a good stainless steel rod. And this one, as you can see, I think, I didn't grind it back flush. You can grind it back flush if you want. But this one, I just left a little bit of proud for a bit of texture. And you never have to touch it. Always stays shiny compared to the steel of the hammer. Here's another one I did many eons ago. Once again, it was swinging around. And I did the same thing. Stainless steel, but this one, as you can see, I sanded it flush. It's a nice smooth feel, and you never have to touch it. And you can see the pano in the side there, the penetration, nice hot pass. And you can't grind that out without noticing it. And it always stays nice and shiny, so it stands out against the steel of the hammer. So there you go, a brand new technique that I've invented, and I'll let you have that onto the world because I'm getting old and I need to share my knowledge. So there you go. Keep it real on the back wheel.